All that weight is crushing in, but we find an efficient way to stop it by placing a kickstand. Now I want to introduce you to the idea of the kickstand. And the kickstand is what's going to allow us to maintain the ability to stay on our side once we've gotten to our side. Okay, so especially when you use it in combination with the elbow frame, the kickstand is an ultra powerful tool. But without the elbow frame, it's just going to be a foot on the floor, a hand on the floor. But the elbow frame without the kickstand is just going to be an elbow on them. So the elbow frame establishes a frame between my opponent and myself. The kickstand establishes a frame between the floor and myself. Like this. I have a visual demo. This is the kickstand. All that weight is crushing in, but we find an efficient way to stop it by placing a kickstand. She's going to be in side control. I'm going to have this elbow frame established, and I'm going to use some of my side control techniques now. Some of my escapes that I've learned in class or that I've picked up out of books, and I'm going to start to move and shrimp away. And now I've created a little space and gotten to my side. But if I take my foot off the ground here, when she begins to distribute her weight, she's just going to crush me back down to the ground. So when I move, I don't let my foot come off the ground. So look, this little shrimp here, so kind of keep me flat on my back here. All right, and now put me flat again. It's going to be very hard to do. What I've done is I've put my foot on the ground and it's serving as a kickstand now. But if I tried to shrimp, stay heavy. If I try to shrimp and I move my hip and I take my foot off the ground, then I get crushed. Just crush it. I just get crushed. I still got some space over here because of the elbow frame, but really I can't do anything with it until I get to my side. So when I'm up, just a second, my shirt's all twisted and tangled. All right, there we go. So once I establish a bit of angle and no weight crushing me into the ground, I have to find a way to maintain it. So I line the kickstand up in a way that directly opposes the force that she offers. Okay? So if my kickstand is here, I'm opposing a force that's moving vertically from the floor to the ceiling. But she's pressing this direction, so she'll crush right through it. So my kickstand has to be lined up to oppose her force. So now Lindsay crushed. In combination with this elbow frame, we've created a very powerful tool, and I haven't even given these other two limbs jobs yet. Okay? If we rewind now, rewind even more like you're starting to pass now. You're beginning to pass, and here you come. And now, go ahead and flatten me. I've got two frames in, and it's put your weight down, like try to beat me at Jiu Jitsu. There's so much space for me to recover by guard, right? So having that in the bag is a huge tool. So that's how we use the foot as a kickstand. Let's look at one of the other positions we saw in the first video, which was that chest pass. She beats me, and I fold through here. I got a great frame. Look at it's the same position we had in the first video, but if I allow her to crush me here, it's going to be very difficult. I don't have a kickstand. I don't have anything to keep my weight off the ground, right? So now she can crush me and begin to develop a more offensive angle. So rewind just a bit. As she begins to drop me to my side, I want to frame the floor, not just her. And if I can use my hand, that's the best. The elbow's the second best, and I find this is where most of the work gets done, is from the elbow. So again, I'm using an elbow frame. This time it's a kickstand on the floor. I have to pay attention, again, that the kickstand and the elbow frame oppose the force that she's offering me. If I offer, so let's look at the angle that I have here. If she were pressing directly into this frame, that would be no problem for me to stop. Except that she's going to kind of crush that over the top. When I stick that elbow out for a little more base and open my chest here, this is great. I really defeat her, but if she changes the angle on me, change the angle like you're going to pick yes, then I have to be able to adjust as well with my framing. So I want you to just beat me here, Lindsay, Just find the spot where you can beat me. Go. And I'm constantly opening my chest. She tries to turn the corner and come this way now. Then I turn my chest down to keep the frame strong. You guys see what I'm doing? Keep beating me, beat me, beat me, beat me, beat me. And if at any moment she offers me an opportunity to get up to my hand and move my hip, then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to replace my guard. And we're back to the same position that she started from. So this idea of a kickstand is ultra crucial. Combine it with the elbow frame, and you're going to have the first two tools to help you develop a game that keeps you from getting crushed every single time you touch the mat.